friend. Happy Sunday. Happy very sunny, hot Sunday. I decided to do something a little bit different. Sundays and the weekends, I try to really take time off to unplug, to not work, to really recharge and power up for the week, kind of heal my body, heal my brain, as it were. But one of the things that I experience a lot is being in the house and tethered to computers. And when I can, I like to sit out on my patio, which is where I'm at right now, and get a little bit of vitamin D and sunshine. And so I figured for today's live video, I would do it on the patio and bring you out with me so you can get some sunshine too. Not sure what your weather's like where you're at, if you're having cloudy weather, if you're cloudy this morning. But hopefully this brings you a little bit of sunshine and joy into your day. If we haven't connected yet, I'm Laura Morlando, the Stress Commando, and I am the founder and CEO of Down and Dirty Networking. So why the heck am I going live right now? Simple. Every Wednesday afternoon, I do Networking Know-How, which is a live opportunity for you to learn stress-free networking tips like what we do in our Down and Dirty Networking community. And can you guys hear the birds? I don't know if you guys can hear that. They're really loud, right as I went live. But anyway, so that's every Wednesday afternoon. I go live with Networking Know-How. We've got something special coming up. Obviously, the bird wants to tell you all about it. We've got something special coming up on Wednesday, July the 19th. We've got our virtual sneak peek event. This is a chance for you to get a glimpse of Down and Dirty Networking, an exclusive chance just for you. Hey, I see some people watching live. That's so exciting. Thank you so much. Make sure I can see chat. This is going to move around a little bit. So engage with me in chat. See how this works here on my mobile. All right, so Wednesday, July 19th is our virtual sneak peek event. Again, this is your chance, your exclusive chance to get a glimpse of Down and Dirty Networking and see what we're all about. And what I'm doing, starting from last Wednesday, I've been going live every day and answering your questions. So if you have a question, post it in chat, whether you're watching live or you're on replay. So thank you for joining. Go ahead and post it so that I can get those answered. But each day I do have a question that I am answering that I typically would get. And yesterday and the day before, which I've lost count what days it is, but yesterday and the day before, I actually had some additional questions that I answered that came from my high school intern. And she's got some really great questions that she's put together for us. So, and I do have another question from her today that I'm going to be actually talking about. So go ahead and put your questions in chat if I'm not answering them, because that's what I love to do, is to be able to help you out. And if you start to see me sweat, it's because it's hot. It's really hot here today. But I have to say, I'm grateful for the sun. My mood and my body are better for the sun. And the heat right now feels amazing on my muscles. So I am grateful for it. Absolutely grateful. It feels like it's a little bit lower humidity day today, so that's always a good thing. There are those birds. We've got a park right behind us, so there's always a lot of activity, which is kind of fun to be here. All right, so the question for today is, I have to read it. What does the online community provide? What does the online community provide? And I think first off, I have to back up. Down and Dirty Networking is an online community. Most people may not even be aware of that. Some people think because I go live every Wednesday or in between the times that we do our event, because we only have an event every so many months that's available for the public. Otherwise, the events are closed to members only. In our community, we meet monthly. But to the public, there's not a whole lot that you guys can participate in except for sneak peek events. So in between, we try to give you some really helpful tips, inspiration to network more effectively, to be able to be much more engaging. And so one of the things that I think gets lost, and I'm working to really upgrade, is that we are a community. We're not an educational tool or a course. We're a community. And so in the community, we provide 100% relational networking. So here's what that means. If you are looking for a place to get support, if you are looking for a place to be able to get shared experiences, to be able to engage and develop authentic conversations and authentic relationships with professionals from a variety of industries and perspectives in all areas and phases of their professional journey, whether they be a corporate professional, an athlete, a contract worker, an academic, maybe they're brand new to the workforce, or maybe they're pivoting and in transition, or they're an entrepreneur. That is what our community provides. diverse perspectives, or what we like to call your 360-degree perspectives. We have a members-only online platform that we utilize where we have access to each other 24/7. We can directly message each other. We can interact with posts. The community does provide curated posts to foster the meaningful conversation. So we take all of the heavy lifting. We do all the heavy lifting for you and take all of the guesswork out for you. So yes, you could DIY your own professional network, which I would highly encourage. But what I realized years ago when I was first diagnosed with autoimmune Lyme, it's very isolating sometimes. And when you're feeling isolated, or you're feeling like you're the only one that's going through something, or maybe you're the only one that's able to do the things that need to be done, that puts you what I call on the island of alone. And that island of alone can be incredibly defeating. And I wish when I was first diagnosed over 6 years ago that I had connection in a virtual space at my fingertips that didn't exist. And so I started looking around, and there wasn't anybody else doing this. And then I found out, as I'm talking to the people that are in my network one-to-one, hey, what could you use? What do you think about networking? And that's what they wanted too. When I asked them about networking, it was usually something guttural, not even a word. It was like, oh, they were just tired of it feeling like a chore, having it be so superficial, all about sales pitches. They wanted something more authentic, something more raw, more meaningful. And I did too. So I realized by asking my network and those that I respected in that professionals and entrepreneurs, I realized I wasn't the only one that was feeling this way. And that's what I realized. That's when the bells went off. Relational networking, when you're trying to get to know someone better, where you're having meaningful conversations to learn about and from them, that is the life raft off the island of alone. So the online community is your 24/7 life raft. It's your support system, your built-in brain power think tank to be able to share ideas, solutions, resources, challenges, and help, and allow them to help you overcome. So if you'd like to shorten the runway to success, that's what the community can provide. We have our online platform. You have the ability to message everybody. You can talk with everybody, curated content, and we have a mobile app. And here's what we don't have. We do not allow sales pitches. We do not allow 30-second commercials. People cannot come into the community and spam the community. This is why the membership is not open 24/7. It is why the only people that get invited to our community are those that attend a sneak peek. We want to make sure that you're a fit for us, and we want to make sure that this is a fit for you. It needs to be the perfect match. Otherwise, it doesn't work, right? It's the perfect match because we're focused on being authentic, real, raw, and we want things to be more meaningful. So if that's something you're interested in, or maybe you're simply curious, like, can they actually pull this off? Then I would encourage you, I think you're seeing the scroller below. Let's see how I can do that. Right there it is, the scroller below. It's telling you to DM me the words sneak peek. So send me a message, send me a private message, regardless of what platform you're watching, whether it's YouTube, Facebook, or LinkedIn, put sneak peek in the direct message, and I will send you the link to learn more and to be able to save your seat for our virtual sneak peek this coming Wednesday. All right, so that's what's in the community. Now, I have an add-on question from my intern. That's available to companies and entrepreneurs. If you would like to know more, message me about that too. Hey, Laura, tell me more about this intern program. And I can hook you up, tell you, I can help you decide if this is a fit for you. And if so, I can get you connected. I've officially been doing this for a year. Last summer was our first cohort that we participated in. And I've learned a ton. I have learned an absolute ton about myself, a better way to operate, to approach things better as a CEO, but also how to impact and make greater impact in the lives of our future leaders. So if you want to know more about that high school intern program, no matter where you are in the U.S., reach out to me, and I'll be more than happy to share what we're doing. I make no money off of that, but I'm all about helping you and connecting you to resources, because that's what relational networking is about, is connecting you to solutions, ideas, and resources and opportunities that you wouldn't normally find on your own particularly. All right, so the question from my intern. So her question was, inside the community, are you going to be judged for your networking skills? Are you going to be judged for your skills? And I think this is a really powerful question. It's also multi-layered. So first off, I think networking is a skill, a mindset, and an activity. So yes, there is a skill of networking. When it comes to relational networking, the skill that you need to master is twofold. And it's actually one of our core values. It's talk less, question more. It's not about pitching, selling, memorizing, thinking of what to say next. It's not any of that. So my introverts out there, like me, who that takes a ton of energy to be thinking about what to say and have it rehearsed, you throw that all out the window because that's not how we roll. But what is a skill of relational networking is being able to ask really insightful questions, not the yes, no questions, not the how are you questions. And so we facilitate that for you so that you can have more meaningful conversations. So come to the sneak peek. You'll see what I'm talking about. You'll get to experience it, and you'll see how we want to put all of the emphasis of you being in a room with people that are instantly your best friend and you're instantly their best friend. It's a safe environment. How would you answer this if you were talking to a best friend? How would you have this conversation if you were talking to your best friend? And guess what? They're going to talk to you and answer you and listen to you as if you are their best friend. Best friends give the best advice. And this is what we want to do. We want to be able to trust what we're hearing without any fear that people want this, that they want to have an ulterior motive. They're trying to sell us something or get something out of it. They simply want to make impact, matter, and make a difference with like-minded professionals. They're really focused on professional and personal development and making sure you can say, you know what, the power of hindsight, I've been here, I've got this experience that I've been through, and here, let me share this with you, which is a little bit what we talked about yesterday. Come to think of it, with shared experiences, is making sure that you learn from people who have been there and done that, and then have yourself be open to learn from those. So no, to answer my high school interns question, no, you're not going to be judged on your skill. The skill, and the only one you need to know, is how to ask questions and how to listen and be curious in the moment. That's it. That's all you have to do. And you're not going to be judged on that. One of the things I'm really proud of is a couple of sneak peeks ago, we had someone approach me and ask something similar, that they were brand new, they were a little nervous. And I said, this is the perfect room. And I gave them my advice to come in the room. I think this is the perfect environment for you to continue learning. It wasn't until after the sneak peek. So we start promptly at noon and we end, it's a hard start, hard stop at 1:30. So noon to 1:30. So at 1:30, I stay on and answer any questions, kind of like the after event Q&A or chatting with everyone. And she chimes in and she's like, I just want to say thank you. She says, this was my first networking event. Okay, here's the thing I didn't know. I had no idea. New meant I had never been to any networking event. And I said, so how was it? And she says, I was so scared because I kind of wanted to be in the back of the room and watch everybody. I didn't know what I was doing. She says, but Laura, instantly, I felt like I was on equal playing ground with everybody else. And it just gave me this comfort. And I said, so she goes, I felt safe. Now that's something that I've said over and over, is I want to create a safe space for people to be able to have these meaningful conversations. So hearing that reflected back from me, from somebody who is for her very first time actually participating, it just warmed my heart. I couldn't stop smiling. My cheeks were hurting. And just thinking about it, it's the same reaction. I'm so proud of that moment. And I wasn't even in the room for the conversation she was having. That meant the community did that. That's what's in the community. Support wherever you are for whatever you need. And that's what you can focus on. So no, you're not going to be judged on your skills. And you do need to realize, because you're asking about skill, I want you to just come in with the right mindset. Don't worry about the skill. Just come in with the right mindset. Come in ready to learn from and about somebody. Come ready to be curious. You can do that. You're going to have a great experience, and you're going to be like this person that I was talking about. And she was like, Laura, I just felt safe. And this is amazing. This is an amazing experience. And no matter what networking activity she does, whether she goes into traditional networking where she's more focused on 30-second commercials, she was leaving us with more confidence and clarity about what she liked, what felt good, and how it could be different than maybe some of the other things that she started elsewhere. So I'm super proud of that and excited for her. We've stayed in touch, and she did join the community for a while, and then she had to leave because she was actually moving on to something else. And she's like, Laura, I still want to come back. And I'm like, yeah, well, you can attend as many sneak peeks as you want. And when you're ready, we're here. When it makes sense, we're here for you. So that's the point, guys. It's about having a conversation. It's about building authentic relationships. And that's what's in the community, support. We will provide all of the foundation, the format, the forum, the questions. We will give you the access to everything that you need. We will provide the structure in the monthly events, not meetings, because there are no, I'm an anti-meeting person. We have enough meetings in this world. We don't need another meeting. Things are going to be fun. There's nothing you have to prepare for. I'm not going to ask you to volunteer for leadership positions or any of these other things. We're not going to have to go around the room and do 30-second commercials. Okay, I'm starting to get really hot and sweaty out here. we're not going to have to go around and announce things. We're not going to listen to speakers and programs. And then at the end of the day, at the end of the event, or my past experience, at the end of the meeting, when was I supposed to connect with people and have a conversation? There was no room for that. This is a very focused, targeted event where conversations happen instantly. It's why it's a hard start at noon. And if you are not in the waiting room when I hit admit all right at noon, anyone that's in after, you're not going to be able to get in because of the nature of the activity. It's incredibly disruptive to have people coming in and out. So I would really encourage you, if you're considering this, message me, sneak peek. I will send you the link so that you can see all of the information if you're not believing me. You can hear the car now too, can't you? And so you can see all the information, you can get the link, and you can check it out for yourself. Now, if you feel more comfortable bringing a friend, because it's always better to have a friend if you're feeling a little, you're not really sure what to expect, bring a friend. Have them come in and see what they think. That way, after the event, you guys can kind of share notes and see what you guys thought about everything. You might end up having different conversations, and I think that could be really helpful for you to be able to evaluate. There's something else going right. The privileges of being by the park. But anyway, having a friend will give you another way to have a conversation to evaluate if we're a fit for you. So feel free, message me, sneak peek, check it out, Wednesday, July 19th. I want to thank my intern because I know she's going to watch this. So I want to thank my intern for asking some great questions. I'm looking at the topics for Monday and Tuesday, and I already have other questions I'm going to pull from what she's asked. So that'll be super great. So yes, I'll be going live Monday and Tuesday between 3:30 and 5:30 Central Standard Time. And then I will be going live Wednesday afternoon at again, 3:30 to 5:30 for Networking Know-How. But that one's going to be a recap because that one's after the sneak peek. So if you're still curious and you're on the fence, you're not entirely sure if this is for you, by all means, go back and watch any of the lives from last Wednesday, and then tune in Monday and Tuesday, join me so that we can get your questions answered. So DM me, sneak peek, and if I have not answered your question or if chatting today sparked a new question for you, let me know. Let's have a conversation. That's what I'm here for. And let's clear this up so you can feel comfortable, safe, and excited about being able to connect with our community of diverse professionals. So, all right, I'm sitting here. I've got some nice glisten going on now because it's really hot here. But I hope the sunshine was great. I adore the fact I was able to get out and get into the sun. Like I said, I don't always feel up to doing this. So this was awesome. So thank you for allowing me to do this with you this way. Thank you for joining me this way, whether you're watching live or on replay. I deeply appreciate you. All right, guys, continue enjoying the rest of your weekend and your Sunday, wherever you are watching this, and I will see you tomorrow. But until then, happy networking.